race into your strength zones. Clarence Quillen, who's a friend of mine, got fired from his job at NASA. Back in the 70s, they were letting go a lot of engineers. The space business was downsizing. He had a great job, but he got fired and let go. And he didn't wallow in pity. What he did was he sat at a lake, a Castaic Lake, by his house, and he wrote down his 5 key strengths. He also wrote down his work wants. What did he want in his life? He wanted, I know, things like being an independent person. He wanted to be a creative person. He wanted basically to run his own show. And he also wrote down 3 of his friends that he could rely on. Based on that day at Castaic Lake, he discovered where he needed to go. He needed to go in the home building business. And now he is in a multi-million-dollar home building business in LA because he was using his strengths correctly. It's essential to use your strengths. It's almost a new philosophy in business psychology that when you use your strengths, you're going to be much more successful. But not only successful, you're going to be happier. Martin Seligman talks about this time and time again. He's a famous psychologist who really is one of the forerunners of this movement called positive psychology. And he says, when you're in your strength zone, you're going to be much happier. So let me suggest a couple things for you. If you're trying to find a job right now, write down 5 of your strengths. Also write down your work wants, like Mr. Quillen did. And then, based on your strengths and what you want in your work, that will guide you in the right direction to the right job. But I know a lot of you are already in a career. Here's what I suggest. Write down 5 of your strengths. Maybe it's being creative, independent thinking, being a risk taker. It doesn't matter what it is. Think about how you can use your strengths at your job more effectively. How can you use these strengths day in and day out? Because if you're not using your strengths every day, you're not going to be as successful and you're not going to be as happy. So the secret is figure out how to use your strengths every day. Here's another suggestion. Perhaps you are trying to acquire clients. Let's say you're a financial advisor, and a lot of financial advisors have to acquire clients to build their business. How can you use your strengths more effectively to acquire clients? Let's say you're a great cook. Maybe you want to do a client event where you're cooking and you're doing let's say a healthy eating client event at a YMCA, whatever it is. Because when you're in your strength zone, you're going to give off great energy. And when you give off great energy, people are going to be attracted to you. That's very important. That is one of the key reasons why you always want to be in your strength zone, because you're going to give off this great energy and people are going to feel it. So when you're in your strength zone, you're going to be more successful and you're going to be happier. So my biggest recommendation to you is figure out your strengths and try to use them every day.